This was the exact moment that Nike made the biggest mistake in sneaker history, and then backstabbed Kanye West to get back on the top. Before Travis Scott, before Off-White, before Fear of God, there was Kanye West. And after Kanye went on to change sneaker history forever, Nike went on to do one of the most dirty things imaginable. And nobody talks about it. This is the secret war between Kanye West and Nike. In 2009, Kanye West wasn't just a rapper, he owned pop culture. Songs like Stronger, Gold Digger, and Heartless were topping every single chart. He was fresh off of multiple Grammy wins. He was selling out stadiums and redefining what it meant to be an artist. From music videos that looked like movies at the time, to commercials, to the radio, to stadium tours, Kanye West was everywhere. And he wasn't just following trends, he was making them. 2009 was also the same year that Kanye released 808s and Heartbreak, which was a project that would go on to shape an entire generation of artists. But while the world saw him as a music icon, Kanye West had his eyes set on something much bigger, and that was fashion. He idolized people like Pharrell Williams, Nigo of Bathing Ape, and Takashi Murakami, and these were artists who blurred the lines between art, luxury, and street culture. So when the brand Louis Vuitton gave him his own sneaker line, it was more than just a collaboration. It was his nickname, the Louis Vuitton Don, becoming real life. And for the first time ever, a rapper had entered the luxury world as a creator and not just a customizer. I mean, this was huge. Rappers weren't working with luxury brands like that at the time. Nowadays, rappers and celebrities work with luxury designer brands all the time, but in 2009, this was pretty much unheard of. But Louis Vuitton was just the beginning. Kanye had his sights set on Nike, the biggest sneaker company in the entire world. And being raised in Chicago, the home of the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan, signing with Nike was an ultimate dream for Kanye West. And at the time, Kanye wasn't just another celebrity getting a collab. He was about to stand alongside legends like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant, the biggest athletes in the world at the time. And in 2009, Kanye West made history by signing with Nike. He was the first ever non-athlete to get a signature sneaker deal. And once again, I know this is kind of normal now, but in 2009, this was insane. Kanye West and his design team were hard at work. They went through multiple sketches and prototypes, and they designed the sneaker after popular sneakers at the time like Osiris and also the Nike Mags from Back to the Future. And in 2009, the Air Yeezy one dropped. Designed by Kanye himself, but inspired by classic Nike silhouettes, and also influenced by luxury he saw working with Louis Vuitton in Paris. And as you can imagine, the sneakers sold out almost instantly, and resale prices skyrocketed. And at the time, not many collab sneakers like this were selling out and reselling on the resale market. It was a permanent shift in the culture, and that was that Kanye had proven that influence alone could sell sneakers just as powerful as athletic performance, because the main thing selling Nike sneakers was athletes and athletic commercials. Kobe Bryant literally jumped over a sports car for the Hyperdunk promotion, and Kanye West was selling his sneakers by influence alone. But believe it or not, Kanye West and Nike did not see eye to eye. Nike refused to pay Kanye West royalties no matter how hard he tried. And Nike's reason was that he wasn't an athlete. He wasn't viewed the same as the athletes at the time like Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, Ray Allen. I mean, he was even under Nike's skateboard athletes. People like Paul Rodriguez or Eric Costin. And Kanye believed he had just as much influence, but was being treated like a one-off. And around this time, he begged Nike for fair treatment. He even said in this clip that I found of him signing these Air Yeezy 1 sneakers,
I spend more money on the Yeezys than anybody.
I know, I heard you.
I had to go to eBay.
I heard you was looking.
he said that nobody has spent as much money on the Air Yeezy 1 as him, because he had to go on eBay and buy pairs of his own sneaker to send out to his friends. And this could have been just a joke or a lie because he was trying to promote these shoes and they were sold out, but it honestly doesn't sound too far off. And for a man that was obsessed with design and innovation, it wasn't about the money, it was about the respect for Kanye. And Nike just straight up wasn't giving it to him. Then came 2012, the Air Yeezy 2, a sneaker that in my opinion created the word grail sneaker. And it wasn't a performance shoe or a basketball sneaker, this was art. The sneaker was customized from top to bottom. It had Egyptian motifs, hieroglyphic text, a Y lace lock system, glowing outsoles. I mean, the bag the shoe came in, the little lace tips. Every part of this sneaker was personal and symbolic. And this also mirrored Kanye's whole personality at the time, was like this Egyptian pharaoh. He had these big chains. He wore these pyramid rings. I mean, he was like like an Egyptian king. The sneaker first dropped in 2 colorways, which instantly sold out and became a hit, but nothing compared to the last drop of the Air Yeezy 2, and that was the Red Octobers. This sneaker is said to be one of the biggest grail sneakers of like all time. If you ask just about any sneakerhead, they know what the Red October Nike Air Yeezy 2 is. Like, this sneaker is up there with the Nike Mag when it comes to like the grail status. And at the time, the sneaker dropped out of nowhere. It completely crashed Nike's website and sold out in seconds. But even at his creative peak, Kanye was growing very frustrated. Despite what Kanye was doing, selling out these sneakers and then reselling for thousands of dollars online, Nike still didn't see him as a partner. They saw him as just a marketing tool. And around this time, 2012, Kanye was introduced to Jerry Lorenzo by Virgil Abloh at the Met Gala, and Kanye's creative team was growing and helping shape his vision. He literally was like assembling the Avengers. Virgil Abloh, Don C, Jerry Lorenzo, they helped design his tour merch, his Yeezy prototypes, and art direction that would inspire an entire generation. And by 2013, the relationship with Nike was falling apart. Kanye wanted royalties and more creative control, and Nike wouldn't budge. So Kanye did the unthinkable. He walked away from the biggest brand of all time. And Kanye around this time was going on multiple different rants at concerts. He would stand up on stage after songs and just rant about Nike.
But I talked to this one person, they tell me, I just don't like the way you're going about things now, Kanye.
And how he was tired of being disrespected. And when the news broke that Kanye had signed to Adidas, fans called it career suicide. Nike was the biggest and most powerful sneaker company in the world, and Adidas hadn't been relevant for years. And yes, I know people wore the Adidas shell toes and stuff like that, but at this time, nobody was wearing Adidas sneakers. But it felt like Kanye knew something that they didn't. The Ultra Boost had already dropped and was performing well, but as soon as Kanye was spotted wearing these Ultra Boosts, they began selling out worldwide and reselling on the resale market. And then came the Pharrell and MD sneakers that pretty much took over. People were going from wearing Jordans to these new comfy like lifestyle sneakers. From wearing baggy pants with Jordans to now wearing skinny jeans and running sneakers. And then in 2015, the Yeezy 350 Boost dropped, and it felt like the entire world stopped. The design, the marketing, the scarcity, it created a whole new kind of sneaker hype. Every rapper, every celebrity, every YouTuber, every influencer, everybody had Yeezys, everybody wanted Yeezys. This also created a spike in fake Yeezys as well. Like, fake factories were producing millions of fake Yeezys that at the time were terrible, but they were just trying to meet the demand because Kanye purposely dropped these shoes very limited. I mean, people like Yeezy Busta literally made an entire career out of calling out people for fake Yeezys. And within just 2 years, Adidas Yeezy became a billion-dollar brand. And Adidas even surpassed Jordan Brand in United States sales. Kanye West literally did the impossible. He didn't just leave Nike, he defeated them. But Nike wasn't done. They sat back and analyzed everything that Kanye was doing. And in 2017, Nike made their move. They signed Virgil Abloh, which was Kanye's former creative director. Since 2003, Virgil Abloh had been Kanye's right-hand man. Virgil helped design multiple things with Kanye West. There's plenty of old pictures of them together. They even lived in Paris, where they worked with Fendi together to do an internship. I mean, he was straight up Kanye's apprentice. And what did Nike do? They gave him the 10 collection, where they gave Virgil Abloh full reign to customize 10 of the most important Nike sneakers of all time. And of course, they gave him royalties. Like, that's insane. And this pretty much ruined Kanye and Virgil's relationship. But Nike wasn't just done there. They brought in Jerry Lorenzo, which, for those of you who don't know, Jerry Lorenzo was a part of Kanye West's creative team and helped Kanye create Yeezy Season 1 and the Yeezus tour merch. And for those who don't know, Jerry Lorenzo owned the whole Fear of God line, and the whole Fear of God blueprint was literally almost identical to the Yeezy season stuff. Kanye and Jerry Lorenzo worked very closely, and their styles and their concepts were literally almost identical. The tans, the earth tones, how everything was baggy and like the long strings. And they went on to give Jerry Lorenzo and Fear of God their own line, their Fear of God Nike shoes that were huge at the time. And it didn't just stop there. I mean, the Off-White 10 collection was massive, and the Fear of God Nike Nike shoes were also insanely huge. But what a lot of people don't realize as well is Nike signed Don C for the Just Don luxury Air Jordan 2 sneakers. And Don C was Kanye's manager and lifelong friend. Don C was also Kanye's right-hand man and was the one that introduced Kanye to Virgil Abloh in 2003. Nike took 3 of Kanye's closest people and stripped them from him and offered them big checks to turn their backs on him. Like, they literally tore apart Kanye's whole design team and made Kanye's closest people turn their backs on him. And it didn't just stop there. They offered Travis Scott his own deal, which Kanye and Travis Scott worked very closely together. And Travis idolized Kanye West and has said it multiple times. And he was most definitely in these circles with Don C, Virgil Abloh, Jerry Lorenzo. I mean, this was huge. Nike played dirty. And this wasn't just business either. They could have hired plenty of other people at the time that may have even been a better fit. But this was definitely personal. They attacked Kanye's team for Kanye leaving and pretty much defeating them. Nike had taken everyone from Kanye's circle and used them to rebuild everything they lost. And today, I feel that every rapper that has a sneaker deal owes a piece of their success to Kanye West. I mean, Travis Scott, Drake, Bad Bunny, Billie Eilish, J Balvin, Tyler the Creator. I feel that they definitely had to pay homage to Kanye for being the one to pretty much break the mold. Kanye West changed how brands view artists. He proved that influence could be just as powerful as athleticism. And a brand like Nike that was pretty much built on athletes, Kanye, a rapper, beat them at their own game. And Kanye forced an entire industry to treat creatives as equal partners and not just marketing tools. And Kanye didn't just change sneaker culture, he redefined it forever. And Nike has been chasing his shadow ever since. And that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Now, this one took a lot of research and a lot of like making sure my timeline and everything was correct. And I just wanted to say once again, thank you guys. And I love you guys for all the support I've been getting recently. You guys are amazing. And I really have began liking these whole culture videos. Like some of these videos people watch and they're like, yeah, duh, like everybody knows that. But I also feel like there's a wave of people that don't know about these things and they don't know these like the history and the culture, and people that got onto sneakers like I guess recently, or like fashion or pop culture or whatever, they kind of got on a little bit later. A lot of them don't know the relevance of these stories that I've been telling, so I feel like it's kind of my job to like document the culture, and I love it, man. I love making these videos, and you guys make this absolutely possible. Without you guys and my editor, I literally wouldn't have anything. So thank you. I love you guys. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you get notified every time I post. Usually it's about twice a week, but I try to post on the short form pretty much every day. Once again, follow my IG. I post videos like these every single day on my Instagram, but they're like shorter 1-minute versions. Also, I share like my personal life and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I love you guys so much, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.